Hello, my name is Bruce Penson from ProDrive, and welcome to the latest instalment in our Microsoft 365 Copilot How-To series. Today we're going to cover how you can use Copilot as an incredibly powerful way to find out about data in your organization. In fact, it can really turbocharge the way you find data. So the Microsoft Copilot tool we're going to use today is called Business Chat. And Business Chat allows you to ask questions about data stored across your whole Microsoft 365 environment. So that includes SharePoint, OneDrive, email, Teams messages, but it can actually connect to other environments as well, such as a file server if you have one of those, via something called a connector. So we're going to go for a couple of use cases today. And the first one I want to cover is using Copilot to find out about policies and procedures in your business. So I'm just going to share my screen and we'll do a live demo. Okay, so hopefully you see Microsoft Teams window. Now, Business Chat in Copilot, the easiest way to find it is within Teams and the Copilot icon, but you can also get to it using the Copilot icon in your web browser or on your taskbar if you're running Windows 11. Just remember to select Work at the top of the chat to get to the Business Chat. So what we're going to do is, as I say, we're going to look at policies and procedures and see if we can find something about ProDrive's policies and procedures. So imagine in this example, I'm a member of staff, I've got to go to work and do some weekend work on a company site, and I want to find out what the company pays for. So we've got some sort of pre-written prompts here. So I'm just going to say, I want to find out about ProDrive's policies and expenses. So I'm going to ask Copilot that, and we're going to see what happens. Now, what Copilot's doing now is it's looking across all the documents, emails, and Teams messages, as I said earlier, at ProDrive, and it's looking to find the best answer to that question. And here we go. So it's found a document, an expenses policies document. So that's a good start. It says when it's authored, and it's actually, as you can see here, it's given a link to the document. I can't really be bothered to read the document. I'm in a bit of a hurry. So, and I want some specific information here. So let's ask Copilot whether food expenses are covered during this work. So Copilot should hopefully give me that answer. And it's actually going now through looking through that expenses policy I found earlier and seeing what information it can find. So there we go. We're just giving a response. So read last pockets yesterday. Yeah. So we'll also want to know about travel expenses because we're traveling at the weekend. So let's see if Copilot can find out about that as well. Now, what you can also see is that Copilot remembers the previous questions that have been asked. So it still knows I'm asking about this expenses policy, and it will refer back to that. And therefore, we have our answer there on that document. So I think where this could be really powerful is if you're a business with a huge number of policies and procedures, particularly if you're an organization that, say, has some kind of quality standards like ISO 9000 or information security standards like ISO 27001. You've got lots of procedures around that that people need to follow. This is a really good way of them to be able to find out what they need to do in certain scenarios, what actions they need to take, what information they need to record, that kind of thing. So now we're going to go on to a second example. So I'm just going to create a new chat there. So the second example I want to cover is, so imagine a salesperson, they've been tasked to sell a new service at ProDrive, and they want to find out a bit of information about that service. So we're going to talk today about a ProDrive service called DMARC, which is a service to manage email security protocol. As you can imagine, DMARC doesn't really explain what the service is, so I need to find out what that is. So let's ask Copilot what it can find out for us. Again, it's looking through information across the business, so let's find out what we can get here. So what Copilot's actually done here is it's found some information in the business. So as you can see, it's referenced a data sheet. But what it's also done is it's gone to the web as well. and found some information there. So it's given us a second point of reference, and you can see down the bottom here where it's got its information from. But as a salesperson, I need to know who I can sell the market services to. So let's ask what sort of companies need it. See what we get back from Copilot there. Again, as you can see, Copilot's all the information. So again, what it's done here is it's pulled some information from documents it's found at ProDrive. It's also pulled some information on the web. And again, you'll see the references there, the documents it's pulled that information from. So that's the end of the demonstration there. Hopefully what you can see there is how the power of business chat can really transform the way you find information in your business, and maybe even makes kind of traditional searching redundant. I should say that the information, or sorry, the features I've shown you today are part of Microsoft 365 Copilot. This does require an additional license on top of your Microsoft 365 license, which costs approximately £300 per person per annum. So finally, if you would like to know how to run a Copilot pilot program in your business, or you've already found some good use cases and you need to know how to safely deploy it, then do get in touch with ProDrive about our Copilot services to find out more. Thank you very much.